Meditation is healing by default most of the conditions.
I had severe spondylitis and sinus. Both simultaneously came to me. Then I went to many doctors. I had lots of medicines, injections, physiotherapies, everything I did, but nothing happened. I had many sleepless nights. I used to cry a lot. Then I joined morning sessions and evening sessions, and something miracle happened. I realized that there was no pain, no body pain, no spondylitis pain. I was able to do my work with full energy.
I had suffered severely from migraine, and neurosurgeons prescribed tablets. I gave up all of them. I went through a meditation process. Today I can't imagine I even suffered migraine once upon a time. Same thing happened with my cartilage tear. I sat down to meditate. I said, and bend my knee. In spite of this, only meditation helped me.
I suffer from sciatica. Sciatica is a very gross pain. I was living with it to an extent that I was having very bad sleep. From the time I've started meditation, that in the beginning, immediately I saw that the pain doesn't exist anymore. I sleep so well and so sound. I suffer from rhinitis. That is gone.
Before this meditation course, I was taking 2 pills of blood pressure every day. After joining this session, I totally not taking any pills since then, and I am feeling normal.
Introduced me to the meditation and my life transformed. I started breathing very easily. Within the 2 weeks, I stopped all the steroids. 40 to 45 days, I was out of everything. I became so energetic. After meditation, it was a new birth for me. Reverse aging started for me. I started learning new things. Age was just a number for me. As Chandra sir was saying in the manifestation, imagine you're in the new body. I'm just enjoying my life.
Without any medicine and without any doctor, the illness has to cure completely. So that is my childhood vision. I was trained under Brahmarshi Patriji. In future, definitely we are going to have medical colleges only with the spiritual tablets.
Happy morning, everybody.
Good morning, Chandraji.
Very good morning,
Good
sir.
morning.
Good morning to everyone.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning, vanakkam. Morning.
Good morning, Master Chandra and everybody.
Happy morning, sir.
Smile and happy morning, sir.
Good morning, Chandra sir. Happy morning to everybody, sir.
Happy morning, all masters. Happy morning.
Good morning to all.
Good morning to Chandra and good morning to everybody.
Morning, sir.
Vanakkam.
Anna vanakkam.
Vanakkam.
Vanakkam, vandanam.
Good morning. Vanakkam.
Vanakkam.
Morning, everybody.
Yes. Morning once again. A great afternoon and a wonderful evening. Hi, SUB sir, great to have you.
Good morning, Chandra.
Morning. I believe this program is going great. Student program.
Oh, nice. Good attendance?
Yes. Attendance is good. I was not there last Thursday. I did for 3 days now. Nagapradip is doing it. They're
Okay.
liking what he's doing. So maybe one of the days, if you join us, I think it'll be great, sir.
Sure.
Dear friends, we heard this word, psychosomatic. All illnesses, or most illnesses, are psychosomatic. Spiritual science says all illnesses are psychosomatic. psychosomatism is, your psyche is the product of sum total of all your behavior based on the sum total of all past experiences. And the past is not necessarily from the time you're born. So psychosomatic, psyche is a conditioning of the current body, of course, then the mind fully, then our intellect, our understanding, which is driving. If I have a certain belief that drives certain thought process, right? If the belief is that if I've been told that women have to take care of children at home and working is secondary, but your primary job is to take care of the family. If this is a conditioning that goes on, then even though, however successful, but then someone who carries that belief will always be having some deep inside a guilt consciousness and say, am I doing it right? There is a guilt consciousness. The guilt keeps on, that thought keeps on coming up. Am I doing it right? Am I fulfilling all my duties? Am I ignoring some? So a psychosomatism is conditioning of the body where you do things without even being aware, because that emotion is so much deeply in the body. But most importantly, the mind and then intellect, which is driving the behaviors, because intellect is, you can take it as your subconscious programs, which is sort of making the decisions for us. Then our individual consciousness, things that we're not aware now, but then they happened. I'll come back to them. And then the collective consciousness. Psyche is the combination of all of it. So psychosomatic, soma is the body. As is the psyche is a soma. Then it shows up onto the body. Of course, this is a field that is several masters have been exploring, and they have been successful in their own way. But to be generally accepted, then you need adequate amount of research, adequate amount of population saying that it is all fine, because science is always saying you need to have adequate number of things to be researched and then published, and then someone else has to do it and then publish. So it is an evolving field. But definitely many masters who are helping people heal themselves of various conditions that otherwise modern medicine says that you'll have to just stay with the medication. We have seen it. Meditation by itself is taking care of many. So meditation is a fundamental answer to many and all psychosomatic disorders. Meditation is a fundamental answer when coupled with the wisdom. The wisdom which is going and helping us to overcome many of our behavioral patterns and thought patterns based on thought patterns that are resulting out of our beliefs, our past memories. This is where the individual and collective consciousness comes in. If now going beyond the scope of the subject, but then if let me narrate this. There is a person who used to dread flights. Every time the person flies, literally shivers. The person doesn't want to take a flight. Shivers, and then always so scared that anything can happen. Fear of flights is there. total shivering, and the whole journey is to be a nightmare. And this person was born in United States but got married to somebody in Bombay. So how dreadful then the journey will have to be every time you want to go to United States, and then you have to do such a long journey of flight. And this fear of flights, there is no diagnosis for it. I mean, she looked at all doctors but just couldn't understand, because body is everything is great. There's no parameter that's wrong for her. And it is absolutely fabulously fine, no mental condition issue. Normally, there is no mental disorder at all. There is something called past life regression, which is definitely been quite a bit, with a lot of evidence has been demonstrated, whether it's Hans Tenenbaum, Brian Weiss, Dr. Newton Kondaviti, and many others. When she was regressed, she had seen that she was shot, that plane was shot in World War II, and then she died out of that accident. That's what she had seen herself going through, a lot of trauma. And so the moment she had seen that, the moment she had relived, the moment she had understood the root cause of this out of no explanative fears that just pop up every time she would fly, the moment she had relived that, and it was a quite accepting for her that, okay, this is where it is coming from. This is where this deep fear of flights is stemming from. So someone who is dreading that flight would go into all kinds of challenges before flying, a few days before flying, that, oh my God, so how am I going to do this again now? All kinds of issues, because they want to carry so much of stress out of this fear, that it has to show up on the body in many ways. So the root cause has to be addressed in this case, and then she's relieved and then permanently lost that fear. So psychosomatism is working at various levels, clearing of phobias, fears, through various mechanisms. So meditation is a mechanism. Absolutely. Regression is a mechanism for fewer and fewer issues. Most generally, people are getting through the meditation and gaining the right wisdom, that we are much more than the body. Many of the diseases are there because of the limited thinking that we are only this much. But the moment we understand that we are much more, that we are equally connected, there is enough for everybody, when we have this broader, that spiritual quotient understanding, those 5 statements of spiritual quotient, the moment we have them, then automatically, with that understanding, our beliefs change, and hence and automatically our outlook changes. So soma improves. Modern medicine also tried to do research. For example, your backaches typically has been attributed to stress, which is also how many spiritual masters indicate that any stress is causing the back ache. I think it's consistently being corroborated by multiple masters. Financial stress, or some emotional stress, or some kind of stress that we carry consistently, recurringly, does potentially lead to backache. But that is one reason. There will be other reasons. So we will explore this concept more by this Grand Master of Meditation, Dr. GK, who is also my master who taught me meditation. I learned meditation through him. And I learned meditation through him when he was 19-year-old maybe. And he is incidentally also my younger brother. is first a master to all of us. He's a yogi in our family who understood meditations. We'll introduce him later. I don't know if he's there. Dr. GK, maybe he'll join very shortly. So he's exploring this field, psychosomatism, and then healing all illnesses through rectifying or enhancing the psyche of individuals by accelerating the process. From what we do through meditation, wherever there are some serious illnesses, we need an extra support, serious illnesses. Then this concept of spiritual tablets, which is essentially nothing but a wisdom capsule packed with meditations and meditations and meditations, are helping people. I had seen personally many are healing themselves in many great ways. Meditation also heals for many people great ways. It is the lack of follow through afterwards. Lack of follow through, and then one moment we get better, and then people just stop that and then go on to their regular back to lifestyle in many ways, is what again brings it back in many cases or leads to something else. But meditation is helping in many ways. But then psychosomatism, when we understand a little more, and then we also develop this understanding as we read more and more. So here is a speaker that we're going to have today after meditation, who is trying to demystify it and then potentially see if we can, it's a vast subject, and then demystify and provide us some understanding more of this aspect, which could be beneficial for potentially terminally ill patients or those who have been having serious challenges, not simple things. Simple things we draw and then solve ourselves. So relax yourself, dear friends, and let's go into meditation and then listen into this, invite a master soon after meditation, and then listen into this concept of psychosomatism and spiritual tablets. For those of you new, we are doing breath mindfulness meditation and anapanasati. Our goal is to empty the mind. When we observe a breath, our mind becomes empty. We have thousands of thoughts. We want to empty the mind so that we can go past all those beliefs, all those unwanted thoughts. And so automatically our body becomes better. Most certainly body gets healed. So meditation is to empty the mind. So the posture for meditation is to close your eyes, remove the specs, cross your fingers into fingers, fingers into fingers. Rest your hands comfortably in your lap. Cross your feet at ankle. And then take any point in the nose, preferably here, in the middle of the eyebrows. And then observe breath is going in and coming out. With your eyes closed, specs removed, observe breath is going in, coming out. Breath might be going in, coming out, going in, coming out, going in, coming out. Slowly, it becomes shorter. And as the breath is becoming shorter and lighter, also the time you will observe that the thoughts are coming down. While observing the breath, you might get distracted into the thought. When you recognize your thinking, gently bring your attention back to the breath again. All of it we do with eyes closed. We do not open our eyes for the whole duration of the meditation. This is called anapanasati, a breath mindfulness meditation. Our goal is to empty the mind of all thoughts, and we do that by simply observing the breath, not by cutting the thoughts, not by controlling the thoughts, by observing the breath, dear friends. Before going into this meditation, we are doing something called heart elevation process. The crux of that process is to fill up our heart with heightened emotions of love, gratitude, compassion, or any of those which make us one with other people or other places. Adventure, appreciation, joy, any of these emotions. So relive a moment from your life where you felt a lot of love for somebody, where you expressed gratitude or somebody expressed gratitude to you, that you felt really good. Relive any of those experiences and fill up and feel that emotion in your heart. This is the crux of this heart elevation process. And I will guide, and then I will accordingly in between say, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation now. And that's the time to start observing the breath. So for the heart elevation, the process is same, eyes closed, feet crossed, but your hands come on the chest area. Few minutes on this process, and then I say, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. That time we are putting fingers into fingers. Relax yourself. With your eyes closed, dear friends. Dear friends, dear masters, with your eyes closed, specs removed, keep your hands on your chest area. Rest your attention on your breath and on your sacred heart. Take a slow, long, relaxing breath. Can you feel your beautiful heart? Breathe more and feel your beautiful heart, the seed of all emotions. It is expanding all life with its love energy, with its gratitude energy. Can you feel that love, that gratitude inside your beautiful heart? Bring up an emotion, bring up an experience from your past and relive that moment. And come on, fill up your heart center with that emotions of love, gratitude, kindness, or whatever it may be. Come on, relive that experience from your past or bring up an event from your future and live it as if it's happening for you at this time. And feel that emotion, dear friends. The more we experience love, gratitude, kindness, the more we are becoming one with all things and everybody in that experience.
The king of the tribe.
We're all deeply connected. We're all one. Deep inside, we are specks of energy intricately connected in this quantum energy field with no separation. Love is the way, gratitude is the way, compassion, kindness are all the ways to become one again. Can you feel that energy inside you, all around you? Can you radiate that energy beyond your body onto every corner of this planet Earth? Where your attention goes, there the energy flows. Feel it. Experience the energy, dear friend. With a greater intent to heal yourself deeply, with a greater intent to become the best expression of yourself, and to be of great help to everybody. Let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, eyes closed, specs removed. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. Be with your breath. Become one with that in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. Allow yourself to become lighter and lighter with your in-breath and the out-breath. Notice your breath may be getting shallow as you observe that breath. When we observe our breath, our mind becomes empty. When the mind is empty, we merge into that greater emptiness. We receive. Tremendous amount of energy and information. We allow our body to function at its natural best. And we heal ourselves deeply. Be with your breath. It is natural to have thoughts. When you recognize your thinking, gently come back to observing your breath. Be with your breath. Become one with that in-breath and the warm out-breath, dear friends. Allow yourself to merge into your in-breath and the out-breath. Allow yourself to slowly become empty of all the thoughts in your mind. As you observe the breath, allow yourself to slowly become empty of all thoughts in your mind. And as your mind is empty, can you feel any sensations in your body? Allow yourself to merge into your breath and slowly become empty of all thoughts in your mind. As the mind is empty, can you feel that emptiness inside of you, all around you? As you're becoming one with your breath, become aware of that emptiness where there is no body, where there is no thing, no one in no place and no time. All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum energy field with unlimited possibilities and opportunities. Allow yourself to stay connected to this energy field in this greater emptiness. become aware of that emptiness of no body, no thing, and allow yourself to stay connected to this abundance of healing energy, mystical energy, empowerment energy, or whatever that you can become aware of. If you find yourself distracted into thought, gently go back to observing your breath and slowly find that emptiness all around. Stay aware of that emptiness of no body, no thing inside you, all around you, and allow yourself to stay connected to this quantum energy field of unlimited opportunities. Everything that you ever experienced or will experience is here in this field, waiting to happen into a physical reality. The longer we stay connected to this field, the more we become of it, the more we receive from it. yourself to merge into that emptiness where everybody and everything is connected. This is your greater self. This is the quantum consciousness. Go deeper and deeper. Friends, let's express gratitude. Gratitude for living this beautiful life. Be grateful to your parents for giving us this beautiful connection to this universe. Be grateful to your teachers and mentors for expanding your knowledge and wisdom. Be grateful to all the people in your life for helping us learn so many things. Be grateful to your family, your friends, your relatives, colleagues, your partners. Be grateful to all the things you use, the technology, the places you visit, the companies, your governments and institutes for supporting your lives in many ways. Be grateful to this grand nature, the animals, the bird, the fish, earth, moon, sun, all the planets and stars, for being an integral part of our life. Be grateful to yourself for caring for you, for caring for others. Be grateful to this intelligent universe for allowing us to experience so much more in this life. Relax your body. Feel your body. Relax yourself. And recollect your experience from the session.
Mangalam bhavatu. Mangalam bhavatu. Mangalam bhavatu. Mangalam bhavatu. Bhumi mangalam mangalam. Udaka mangalam mangalam. Bhumi mangalam mangalam. Udaka mangalam mangalam. Agni mangalam mangalam. Vayu mangalam mangalam. Agni mangalam mangalam. Vayu mangalam mangalam.
And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then open your eyes.
Mangalam bhavatu. Mangalam bhavatu. Gagana mangalam mangalam. Surya mangalam mangalam. Chandra mangalam mangalam. Jagat mangalam mangalam. Gagana mangalam mangalam. Surya mangalam mangalam. Chandra mangalam mangalam. Jagat mangalam mangalam.
Okay. That's wonderful. It's actually a mega program called Dhyana Mahachakra. It started yesterday evening, organized by Patriji. And every day there is a long meditation. It's just that we have to finish this program by 25th. So thereafter till 30th, 31st, everybody can join that large mega group meditation, morning 5 to 7:30. Of course, those who want to join the program from tomorrow, so it's always great to join that meditation with a larger group. So feel free to join that. I myself am going to join this on 29th and 30th in 28th and 29th of this month in Hyderabad. It happens in Maheshwara Mahapyramid every year from 21st to 30th. Many people come together and meditate. Of course, this year it is a smaller version because of the COVID restrictions. Only a few thousand people. Karthikeyan, you are there. Great to have you. You know, you kicked off.
Yes, it was great. It's a beautiful function. I was there for a few hours. Protiji was happy. Yeah, the purpose was only to make him happy, and he was happy. I enjoyed also. Beautiful, very beautiful arrangements in spite of the COVID-19. Mostly wearing masks and all that. Very, very beautiful music program was there. Very powerful. There was a 106-year-old Swami from Himalayas. He turned up, spoken many languages. Great.
Yes, sir. So in general, there is a schedule, and all of these programs are available on PMC, Pyramid Meditation Channel. Any channel you tune in, PMC, and this program is available. And while several sessions are in Telugu, but there are also some sessions maybe in Hindi and some based on the speaker. Usually in the morning, 5 to 7:30, long meditation, 5 to 8. Then Patriji is giving a message, mixed languages, so anybody can follow. And then evening, most certainly the several masters are invited, like Karthikeyan are saying, one master yesterday. Like that, every day there is some guru or master coming in, either from Himalayas or where they're running their own ashram. So they come in and then give their wisdom. And that language can be English, Hindi, depending on what the native language is. So it's all there, and then it continues for, and then between whole day there are programs, whole day. And then beautiful cultural programs in the evenings after this talk by these masters. And then the rest of the days, all kinds of programs, experiences, cultural, guests, VIP. So it's a packed program from morning to evening. We'll the invitation, I believe, is in Telugu. That's why we couldn't circulate it. But however, when you go to PMC, you will find all the information. Any PMC channel, you'll find all the information. Yes. Let's invite founder of Spiritual Tablets Research Foundation and my first guru, and continues to be a guide for me always, Dr. GK, my younger brother, is a medical doctor, who has taught meditation to everybody in our family, first my parents, then to all of us, all the brothers, sisters, and everyone who has benefited significantly. And he by himself, after graduating from medicine, practiced just a couple of years, but then he didn't really connect with it, and he felt his calling really is into doing spiritual service, and then went about doing this work of spiritual tablets, traveling typically into various places. So I request Veena to introduce.
Yes. Happy morning, everyone. Myself, Veena Arvind from Bangalore. I would like to invite Dr. Gopal Krishna. Dr. Gopal Krishna, fondly called Dr. GK, a medical doctor by education, likes to call himself a spiritual scientist who dedicated himself for the service and well-being of people at physical, mental, and spiritual levels through meditation, pyramid power, and spiritual wisdom. He established Spiritual Tablets Research Foundation under the guidance of Brahma Rishi Patriji, founder of Pyramid Spiritual Societies Movement, a non-religious, non-profit voluntary organization. With his 24 years of spiritual practice and wisdom, he simplified several spiritual concepts as spiritual tablets to bring awareness to the people about self-healing through meditation and wisdom. To share his wisdom for the benefit of everyone without involving money, he established several spiritual healthcare centers across India and abroad, and successfully helped more than 10,000 people heal themselves of deep illnesses to date. Dr. JK is currently living in London, with his wife Padma and daughter Atisha and working to establish spiritual tablet centers and impart this wisdom while doing his postgraduate program. Today, we are happy to have Dr. GK to share his wisdom. Now, I humbly hand over the session to Dr. GK to share his wisdom.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rinaji. And so Buddha CEO, Chandrasekhar Puramaseti, and the whole Buddha CEO family, and Karthikeyan sir.
Namaskar. Wonderful. Such a joy to see you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
How is London? Is it getting better?
Now we got a major ditch, sir.
New challenge, yes.
New challenge again. So just 2 days ago, I came back from India, and then I got this news. All the flights are cancelled. Yeah. It's okay, fine. Since beginning, the Buddha CEO Foundation, really I'm very happy with the meditations and the guidance everyone is getting, especially for the corporate world. It's a big dream for me. One person should be there. Like me, I am taking care of the health aspect in whatever the best possible way I am doing today. Since last 24 years, I can say. See, if a person completely come out of his profession, means that he's dedicating his time in the combination of spiritual science and the material science, whatever we trying for, that will be a great contribution. So this I used to listen from Patri sir when we were studying in Siddhartha Medical College, Vijayawada in 1994. Sir used to say us, you are the doctors working for community, something like working in Pakistan for India. You have to learn the body and mind and physical wisdom, whatever the conventional system says. And with that, you need to combine the spiritual science for it, which is the root cause for all the illnesses. And then with that, you need to work. So during those days, we don't know how we are going to be carved or molded by him. But just we are focusing on our own meditations and book reading and lot of introspection. And initially, we were trained by Paul Vijay Kumar. He is our true mentor. The first 2.5 years, almost we are with him like pets. And then slowly we started understanding Patriji. Initially, I was there with Patri sir for more than 3 years in all the trekking programs, and then so many tours, spiritual tours to teach meditation in the villages. Almost for 5.5 years, it went like the initial part of my meditation. I used to get so many masters in my meditation, and then telepathic experience from Shirdi Sai Baba and Ramakrishna Paramahansa and Jesus Christ. Whatever the messages I used to get telepathically during meditation, I used to note down and try to implement it in the coming week or month. So I am a very good implementation master, definitely. And with that wisdom, I went to Visakhapatnam, my native place, after completion of my graduation. And then initially 1 year, I was into my postgraduate entrance exam preparation. Here I need to say some of my mystic experience. It is the time to open up. My breakthrough experience is, even though I'm getting a lot of experiences in my meditation, the real breakthrough experience is all the doctors, around 9 doctors, we are doing this as a medicos. we used to get the question paper before the day during in our meditation. So really, initially on the day 1, it is only 20 marks out of 100. But from the paper 2, where we started applying our intellect also, earlier it was a strong belief. The paper 2, almost 80 to 95 marks we used to get before the day, randomly for everyone. So if you ask me, it is a kind of cosmic leakage. All the 5 question papers, every day we used to get more than 85 to 90%. Of course, we are very good students, don't have any backlogs until final year. But after that, I covered all that subject when I prepared for my postgrad entrance exam. See, for a ill health person, he needs health. For a student, he wants the question paper or good marks. So that is what the breakthrough really I had. Then I realized, whatever may be the fact, I don't leave this meditation for the lifetime. So until then, it is only just a concentration memory tool for me. And then with that, I went to Visakhapatnam. Then I prepared for my postgrad entrance exam. And then I got around 836 rank, I guess. With that, I got anesthesia diploma in second list. But apart from that, I used to get a lot of dreams. Everybody will get dreams, but I used to get a different kind of explanation for all the objects I am getting in my dreams. And then it's a beautiful synchronicity, whatever I am teaching in my meditation for the upcoming new masters. Over a period of time, I am in a wise junction, whether to go into that postgraduate wisdom or to follow the guidance I am getting very brilliantly in my meditation. Then I decided, opted for my spiritual kind of unique way of going and doing things. And then I started working with so many doctors. I worked with a neurosurgeon for 1 year as a duty medical officer. And then I worked in a general medicine hospital for 1 year. And then I did my rural private practice for 1 year in my own native village, then MBBS degree, where usually the RMP doctors only will work in rural villages. And I worked with a pediatrician for 6 months. So all these years, just I am working as a duty doctor and I'm conducting so many meditation sessions like this. Maybe I might have conducted more than 3,000 sessions across northeastern districts of Visakhapatnam. Every time I used to focus on physically challenged or, the body or mind illness. How far this meditation is useful for them. It is my only concern. So during that period, the real breakthrough to establish these 350 spiritual tablets, which I called as wisdom capsules, is only one incident. When I am working with the neurosurgeon on that particular day, I am attending, as a duty doctor, duty medical officer, I am attending one surgery that is early morning 4 o'clock until night 11. I am the continuous watcher for all the events, like a group of doctors, one special surgeon from Chennai, and 2 assistant doctors, and 15 nurses, and 10 lakh rupees microscope. And with all this equipment, patient preparation is 2 hours, and after that anesthesia 2 hours, and then surgery for 6 to 8 hours, and then recovery phase another 2 hours. And the initial intensive ICU is for 3 to 4 hours. After attending the entire part, I came back home and just I'm relaxing with a Motorola big phone at that time. It is in 1998. I'm newly married and I'm just meditating to relax myself. And I am hearing a voice from headache to cancer. By just observing breath, easily you can cure your illnesses and you can be a god, something like that. Then really I am very, very angry at that moment. See, being a medical doctor, just to remove a small tumor from brain, from morning 4 a.m. till 11 a.m., it is only one day of the story, but still it goes on for 1 month for the total recovery. And this man, this Dadiwala says, just by observing breath, you can remove all the cancers and everything. Is it that so easy? Is it that so fun? And the whole day, the effort we made with the doctors and microscope and money and involve everything. And I'm very angry at that moment. And then I thought, okay, for my concentration's sake, for my peace, I will follow this. But I never listened to these kind of words. And with a frustration, a combination of feeling, just I went into sleep. Around at midnight, 1:30, 2 o'clock, I woke up with a beautiful dream, a beautiful explanation, and really, I felt like a kind of shame. Why I'm so angry on him? Might be he know the reason. He might have studied the entire thing. So with that confidence only, he is saying everyone that from headache to cancer, meditation is sufficient. Maybe I have to look into it. So that is the day. Even though I am a senior most master, I did a lot of prachar in Orissa and surrounding states, and so many things I did by that time, big thrones on my head. But I am not actually into the true reason for the illness. So from the day onwards, I started working on it, digging each and every reason behind every illness. If someone is cured, why he is cured? If someone is not getting complete cure and still he is into medicines or into surgery, why he is into it, even though he is doing meditation, following so many things. Then over a period of time, I started establishing the triangle. The triangle is, one is the intellectual regions. That is what Patri sir says. Spiritual intellect is the root and physical health is the fruit. And the other corner of the triangle is the objects. Signs are different things we can identify in our day-to-day life to understand where exactly the problem was. And the other corner, the physical illness on the body. So these triangles I have started establishing from headache to cancer, I can say. So just to go into it, just for 5 minutes, I want to scan the whole body. From all the head-related reasons, especially the brain and the spinal cord, it is understanding the who am I. Like Ramana Maharshi, the whole lifetime he did. And understanding at every chakra, who am I? Because in every chakra, the I is something different. In the Vishuddha, it is body, mind, intellect, and soul. If it is in Ajna, that is past, present, and future. So the I, we need to understand at every chakra level, as well as the whole part of the life. So understanding this who am I is the key factor we advise to come out of from headache to brain tumor. And then coming to the hand and shoulder illnesses, it is understanding the give and take. Whatever the best we need to give and whatever the best way to take something from the universe. While giving, especially when working with the frozen shoulders and most of the hand illnesses, when people are into karma yoga, like from Yoga Parampara, Patriji, I learned this. Initially, we work with karma yoga, that is roti kapada makan kind of services. And then slowly we need to shift into knowledge yoga, that is jnana yoga. So whenever this shift doesn't happen, especially for the evolved souls, that may be the root reason which automatically holds the shoulder joint. Like that, understanding the giving principles in what best we are supposed to give and what best we are supposed to take from the universe. And then coming to the anahata and chest illness, it is working with wind element and of course the love, compassion, kindness, all the factors of fourth chakra. And especially with the heart related illnesses, the circulatory forces. There are 6 circulatory forces, 3 are dependable and 3 are independent. The independent ones which we can manipulate, like the cosmic energy, money, and name and fame. So these are the three things. There will be an input and a maintenance part and an expenditure. So we have to understand this cycle, like the heart, the blood going in a cycle fashion. We need to understand the circular fashion of these forces. Coming to the Manipura part, the diabetes is working like a catalyst. All the enzymes that are there in the pancreas are like a catalytic enzymes. So at the age of 35, about 35, 40, with the grand experience we have, we need to work like a catalyst, like Lord Krishna is a big catalyst in the whole war, the whole scenario. You might have not took any instrument, but finally he is the key person. Similarly, in our day-to-day life, wherever we fit best, like a catalyst, that catalytic activity we need to do. And understanding the spiritual power, teachings of Don Juan, the 4 obstacles, understanding the power obstacle and utilizing this power, the spiritual power, especially for individual spiritual growth or community spiritual growth. And then into the second chakra, especially the renal illnesses and the uterus, understanding the emotions, the emotional control, emotional balance, and the flexibility factor. That is the same thing for the polyarthralgia and joint pains also, the flexibility factor in life. And then taking little pleasures and working for the ourself, understanding that we are separate from the ourself to connect ourself with the ourself. So these are the reasons usually for the novel area illness. And then from constipation to colon cancer, especially I am successful in giving great solution for ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease. There are cases where they were completely cured today, and even the colonoscopy is also normal for the Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. It is working with their Arshad Varga, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Bhashyar. It is anger management and lust, miserliness, all these 6 factors. And intellectually, if they are very sound, then the physical body also will work much better in removing all the unwanted stuff from the body. And with the low back pain and the leg related illnesses, it is Traffic Signals of the Soul. That is the book I wrote. Understanding all the major factors about life. That is, who create your own reality. Suffering is due to individual ignorance. Materially, one should not crave, and spiritually, one should crave. So there are around 7 to 8 the proverbs kind of thing, which I learned from Jesus Christ and Rachel Bach. So put together, I call it as Traffic Signals of the Soul. These are the primary spiritual principles. If you apply those things, then the root chakra will be activated, and that will be the major reason behind the low back pain to all leg-related problems, even for the paraplegia. So these are some of the reasons which usually, in a nutshell, from head to toe, usually we apply. And coming to the current illness, that is the major pandemic, it is holding the lungs for everyone. So here I want to go a bit deeper. Especially whenever we are working on the lung illnesses, the first thing we need to understand is working with wind element. Wind element means in 5 spiritual tablets, working with earth element is persistency and stubbornness, or sincerely you do all your efforts on a particular thing. And when with the water element, you will be flexible enough according to the situation, will change all your plans. And working with fire element means almost you have to prove yourself by working with your own spiritual power. Whether it is useful or not, you want to do it, just you will do it. And working with wind element means you know that you can do it, but you will wait for the right time and right situation, and with the minimal resources, you will complete the job. That is the air element. So working with air element means, and the space element is, of course, goalless goal. Almost you are arrived, just you need to wait so that the nature will complete the job. So in all these 5 elements in 5 spiritual tablets, especially working with air element, is the lungs related illnesses. And then the lungs are nothing but air bubbles. We cannot puncture it. So that's why any speech, momentary speech that makes the other people, in a negative manner, it is nothing but indirectly we are puncturing ourselves. Be cautious with your words and feelings. We cannot hurt the other people's feelings. And the third thing, every moment, the heart as well as lungs, the heart beats as well as the lungs are working minute by minute. So the living in the moment lesson, especially the bathroom mug is the object factor here. Maybe you're surprised about this. Sometimes the patients will come and they will give their narration with all the objects they use in their day-to-day life. Each and every object, because it is a consciousness and energy unit, it will synchronize with some of our body parts and the illnesses. Just before getting the illness on our body, most of the objects in and around the home, they will go under repair because there is a lack of synchronicity in the energy patterns. And with that, we can, whatever all the face illnesses, maybe they synchronize with your sink and washroom. And as I said, the constipation and colon illnesses, they will synchronize with the commode. Similarly, here the terminal units, all the terminal units, like in the lungs, each and every alveolar has to be worked, the bubbles. So every minute is important, so that living in the moment factor, which resonate with it, the terminal units automatically will be the major factor here. So practicing that living the moment, that automatically makes the lungs much happier. And of course, working with oneness, working with the people. So this is the area where we take the other people into our realms. So that oneness concept and compassion and kindness, all the factors also will come here. And finally, the enjoyment science academy, which we use, the life is for happiness. Everyone has to learn some music or dance or some other art or where you are passionate about, or if you get any guidance. So that is also very, very important to make your lungs filled with happiness by understanding the lighter happinesses. So these are some of the lessons, one after other, based on their spiritual experiences, we apply whenever we work with, whether it is a tuberculosis or lung infections or whatever the chest related illnesses. So today the pandemic is majorly on the earth to teach all these major areas to correct themselves. So here, initially, the basic meditation, vegetarianism, and the pyramid power, whatever the basic lessons, the 12 spiritual tablets, usually they will understand. After that, once they start getting the spiritual experiences in the name of per-day experiences or dreams or day-to-day coincidences, different object signs, and whatever the best they learn through the spiritual books and working with the spiritual master, we try to understand all these things, and with that we try to find out the spiritual reason, the true reason behind the illness. And once we start working with it, that transformation in the intellectual level will change their mind waves. If the mind waves are changed, the body waves automatically will change. So here we consider the disease as a friend, which came onto our body as an alarm to teach us where exactly we are deviated from our life, from our true potential. We are not working with our true potential. So to understand the true potential, Here the discomfort on the body is just a friend. By observing 1,000 cases, we understood the reasons behind the common patterns as the spiritual reasons behind each and every body part and each and every disease. So this is what the spiritual tablets wisdom. Finally, I conclude with one practical, they call it as a joke or an incident. When I'm conducting these spiritual tablets workshops in rural India, the entire day from morning 10 a.m. to evening 5, deliberately I try to give the reasons for different illnesses and all. A senior citizen sitting in the last bench, he used to say me at the end of the day, Doctor sir, you said you are going to give me some tablets. So if you give me the tablets, I will leave home. All the day I'm waiting when you are going to give me tablets. So this is what sometimes happens when I call it as spiritual tablets. So here I'm not trying to give you any tablets in physical. These are all wisdom capsules to understand the purpose of life, to understand our true potential, and to understand happiness is all there in our life. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wonderful, Dr. GK, for trying to summarize. It's a vast subject. Can you tell some cases that you have seen patients heal themselves? One, and how does this work? I mean, are people coming in and then you put them into meditation first and then afterwards to take them through?
Yeah. See, definitely I had some breakthrough cases where in fact I try to make myself much better in different way. Initially, the first 7 centers from 2003, which was the Meditation Health Center inaugurated by Brahmarshi Patrisi and Swarmala Patrisi Madam. It is almost kind of research we did. Around 40 spiritual masters and 2 doctors. With the 7 centers, we have registered around 1,200 case sheets. Out of that, 750 cases were a grand success. More than 90% they are successful. So during those days, ulcerative colitis patient, Asha, actually he is one of the administrative in charge for Spiritual Tablet Foundation now. She came with ulcerative colitis problem. Being a medical doctor, just an MBBS degree, I'm doing my own practice. Almost she went around so many super specialists and went for colonoscopy and all those things. And they clearly said, for the lifetime, you need to use all these medicines. So I started my journey with her. And the initial part of meditation, definitely it gave a bit relief. After 3 months, she got a remission again. Again, she was into hospital admission kind of thing. And then she did meditation, a little bit improvement in comparison to the previous episodes. Then she came back home. Then slowly I realized she had a clear-cut experiences with her Arshad Varga, that is, the anger part, the lust management, passion, all these things. So we started working on it, controlling the Arshad Vargas through meditation and understanding, and she analyzed in a great way. Slowly she started working on her anger management, and then the passionate about particular things. So within 1 year, she got completely relieved with all her symptoms. Almost she was very reluctant when I'm issuing her my spiritual prescription, thinking that I went to super specialist. He said nothing can be done for this illness for the whole year. And this MBB doctor sitting in a corner village, what best he can do for me? What are the tablets he is going to write for me? But after going through all these things, so till today, it is more than, I can say 16 years. She's absolutely normal. And after 6 years, we went for colonoscopy. It is normal and no symptoms further. So ulcerative colitis patient coming out of complete illness and not using any medication for the whole lifetime is not a joke. The doctors who are there here, they can understand much better. Similarly, the Crohn's disease also, we worked. There are 2 cases today with the zero medicine, and happily they are living. And 6 years ago, myasthenia gravis patient is Suresh Chauhan. He is in Bangalore now, in Jayanagar. Almost he is bedridden for 6 months. And after doing meditation for 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, slowly he started getting out of the bed, and his muscle power is completely normal. Initially, he used to take 60 to 80 mg steroids. Now today he is zero medicine. I met him in Pyramid Valley on 18th of this month, and I took a video also. He is traveling across globe now and without any muscle impairment. And of course, the diabetes, hypertension, low back pain, these are the regular cases. They will be dealt by my juniors. So far, I trained around 300 eminent spiritual counselors. So in a meditation health clinic, we are equipped with a group meditation hall, counseling chamber, and spiritual book library, and a reception. So this center, when they come, initially we register the case sheet. Now we are doing it online. And after going through the basic 12 spiritual tablet, like the basic meditation, individual meditation, group meditation, full moon meditation, vegetarian diet, optimal diet, and reading spiritual books, and listening to spiritual health science classes like this, and regular spiritual counselings. So during counseling, or a period of time, they will get different experiences. By understanding their experiences, we can understand the root reason, the intellectual reason where exactly they are having wrong beliefs about their potential. By correcting the wrong beliefs and implementing the true spiritual reasons, they will increase their potential, their energy, and the strong, the mind waves in a positive manner that automatically correct the body waves. This is how we are doing.
All right. Thank you, Dr. GK. So I think, dear friends, I want to put that into perspective of what we are doing, right? So very, very clearly, everything is about wisdom capsule, understanding if you're limited with a belief, if emotions have to be controlled, that's talking about in the second chakra. And there are certain emotions that we control. If you lose them on ourselves and others, then there is a second chakra aspect. There is a third center, the fourth center. Everywhere, if we expand, for example, you said for this area here, it's about love and compassion. It's about not hurting, not puncturing it, not hurting. Our Vakshetra has to become impeccable. And then if we get better there, then automatically certain things are getting relieved automatically. So meditation, combination, and then a combination of books or wisdom, which we expand our consciousness. Meditation, reprogramming our old belief, and then books are helping us program a new set of things which are life supporting. So a general principle is that anybody who is practicing meditation and who is regularly developing the habit to read and expand your wisdom are able to come out one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. Most problems will go away. Now, spiritual tablets, with is intense research and observation from case to case, Dr. GK is able to come up with a list of specific topics, specific beliefs that hold somebody back, and hence as a result, they have a certain level of disease in the body for every different disease. So there is an association of why backache to headache, right? And so, like you said, if you recognize that we are more than the body, and then start learning that we are more than the body and spiritual masters, there is more than the body, then automatically many head-related diseases will go away. Just that, I'm identifying. So, dear friends, those who have deep challenges, and then we're not able to take to reading, meditation is fundamental. Without that, it doesn't work. You need to have meditation. And then those who have serious illnesses and then have challenges, and then it's taking time, is where I say it as spiritual tablets help greatly in finding that shortcut to what is that I need to work on myself quickly. What are the set of books that I need to read? What are the specific wisdom I have to take and implement in my life so that I can get over this localized issue, right? I think this is one way of looking at it. And this is exactly what Dr. GK is saying, is that patients who are terminally having challenges that are not doing meditation but not getting solved, is then they naturally are getting that extra help and lift through this program so that they can come out. But what is fundamental, I have to tell you, that is that meditation. He mentioned it, vegetarian diet. I'm assuming that Dr. GK, if somebody is not vegetarian, perhaps you're not even doing counseling.
Yeah. Initially, my assistant will go with him until he becomes vegetarian. So once he is completely vegetarian and doing meditation on a regular basis, then the real counseling will start. Yeah.
Right. So thank you, Dr. GK, for talking about this. So we have some virtual guidance available. So there is one or two numbers that are given there. And for those of you, anybody wanting to know, then they're conducting some classes in Hindi too. Sessions are there that are happening occasionally and then regularly. So through that process, those who are interested to continue this further, right? See, a lot of this is, of course, we are trying to get a scientific evidence. So that is, as I understand from him, is the next plans are to see how does he integrate some of this into a way that is explainable scientifically, right? And both are there. But doesn't mean that people who have challenges cannot get healed. When they are getting healed, they're living a beautiful life. So it is our ability to how much I want to drop an analytical mind to go in and then understand this. Many things are very scientific. Some things where when you start coming up with the signs, symbols, objects, then it start getting a little muddy. But then I guess this is where Dr. GK is working to bring a scientific explanation to as much. One is that, and the second, of course, is document. The more cases you have that you documented, then the more you can say with authority that this is happening. I think that they've been doing it quite a bit. And so most certainly many common diseases are healing automatically because people come and meditate for 2 months and then deeply they believe. And then in the end, you said, mind over matter. So when you start becoming very positive and then you understand the concept and then you become so strong and positive, then automatically the disease is relieving or not going away. With that, thank you, Dr. GK.
Yeah.
Any questions? Of course, I request Karthikeyan sir to say if you have any comments, sir. And we'll take some questions after our 2-minute break.
Dr. Gopal Krishna, thank you very much. It's a brilliant exposition of what you are doing. And I must compliment you also for creating another master. Younger brother teaching older brother and making him a great master in his own way. So you people not only talk, but you walk the talk. Last evening, I had the privilege of addressing this Mahila Yajna conference in Kartal. So I was telling the audience that here is a master. He not only keeps talking, but also living the talk, walking the talk also. Everybody is scared of moving around anywhere outside the house also. But here is a master. He keeps traveling almost every day to various places. He said, nothing is going to happen. It's the fear which attracts the virus and all that. You know, it's a new spiritual revolution we are creating. I know we are disturbed to hear about London locking down all the airports also. No one will, and other countries do not want anybody coming from London. The new strain has come, I believe. But I'm sure the way you have been explaining your method of this healing oneself with meditation and with wisdom capsules and spiritual tablets should be the most permanent remedy. Ultimately, we keep telling that improve your own immunity. That is the only way. And you have given very beautiful explanation of how it happens. And with our own Chandra, teachings, meditation. We have here everyday people coming and sharing their experiences, how they are healed, even eminent doctors and all that. Yesterday, I had the privilege of listening to this young boy, 7-year-old, Hetal, no? 7-year-old child speaking so beautifully. The other day we had Vicky. You are really, spiritual revolution is taking place through this Anapanasati meditation. But only thing is, it's only reaching very few thousands. It has to go to lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of people. And I'm sure with people like both of you. And I must say, my tributes to Iswaramma for giving birth to two such great masters. Thank you.
Yes,
We would like to listen to you more and more, actually. These too short.
It's too short, sir. So we'll organize, I think, a monthly separate exclusive session outside of the program.
At least an hour and a half.
Yeah. I have those plans.
Yes,
21 direct sessions of his and specifically Dr. Newton, and then some of these on various concepts. We'll integrate those next year.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I see SUB sir, your comments, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. GK, for explaining about the wisdom tools which you can employ for curing many diseases that through meditation. One mantra which I very much like is to attract more students to meditation is if you are able to prove to them that they will be able to know the question papers the previous day, then I think everybody will look to meditation as an important practice. They have to do it. I think we are already conducting a course in our Banari Minister of Technology by Mr. Chandra. I think this one important point we are able to bring home to them. I think more and more students will really try to practice every day the meditation. One question which I would like to put it to Dr. GK is, many other people, particularly people who have become old, their cartilage gets worn out and they have to go for surgery. Do you think that without surgery, they will be able to come out of this problem? Because this is only the cartilage burning out and they are not able to really have a natural walk. So do you think that there is something that can be done through meditation to solve this problem? This is my one question which I would like to pose it to Dr. GK. Thank you, Dr. GK.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. In fact, here in my mind to share actually. Whenever we are working with this bedridden illness or senior citizens and especially these joint pains, initially we go with a 10-point formula, the energy amplification. Those are number one, keeping a very good pyramid on the bed with the crystalline crystals, and then giving them the pyramid water to charge the entire body. And then we try to keep some green plants, which gives constantly the cosmic energy, and a soft instrumental music as a background to give them a soulful energy. And we try to remove all the unwanted and unused, the negative kind of energy objects from that particular room. And we try to fill the room with a energy vibrant curtains and bed sheets that is the higher colors like violet, blue, and indigo kind of things. And then the masters who are there in that house, they need to do group meditation in that particular hall. And if the actual patient, if he is able to do meditation, it is well and good. Even otherwise, at least by applying all these 10 energy supports within a period of 2 to 3 months, clearly they can see the energy difference in their body. This is the first part of it. Because we work with so many cases, practically we started, bringing up all these energy supports, especially for the bedridden patients and even these joint pain cases, whatever you're saying. After getting sufficient amount of that energy healing, and then slowly we start working with different knowledge principles. Once they are fit with the wisdom, that automatically changes their internal belief, and the mind waves, the thoughts will be perfect, and that automatically will change the physical body as well. So here, whenever even I am working with the tumor cases, I took this tumor as an energy only. If you go to the double slit experiment, we know that every particle exists in particle waves as well as wave theory. So here we try to understand the body as a wave theory. And if you start working with the wave, and if the waves are going smooth, then the physical part automatically correct itself, and they will be out of the pain and out of the physical challenge, and they'll become smooth. So there are so many cases so far. We worked with polyarthralgias and the connective tissue disorders, and even the knee joint pains without surgery. Medically, of course, definitely they need surgery according to their X-ray and all. But after working with these spiritual principles and wave patterns, and they are happily going today without any surgery. And so that is how I can explain you, sir. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. GK.
Thank you, friends. Thank you all. And in 2 minutes, we'll take more questions from Dr. GK. Thank you all and have a great day. And we'll meet back tomorrow. Again, like I mentioned, the meditation at Dhyana Chakra program on PMC channel starts at 5 a.m. So those of you wanting to go for longer meditations where you already experienced Patrice's meditation on a full moon nights, so more than welcome to be part of it and continue there 5 to 8. It is okay, this program, you can always join some other time too. But since we're committed, we continue to do this program and then conclude by 25th, right? So anytime a larger group meditation is wonderful to be part and then continue it. So thank you all, and then we see you tomorrow again.
Thank you.
I am healed, whole and healthy. I relax and visualize. I am healed, whole and healthy. I am well, I am well. I am healed, whole and healthy. I relax and visualize. I am healed, whole and healthy. I am well, I am well. I am healed, whole and healthy. I accept and I receive. I am healed, whole and healthy. I am well, I am well, I am well. I am healed, whole and healthy. Angels are watching over me. I am healed, whole and healthy. I am well, I am well, I am well. Healed, whole, healed, whole, healed, whole, well.
Hello.
I am healed, whole and healthy. I've got love surrounding me. I am healed, whole and healthy. I am well, I am well, I am well. I am healed, whole and healthy. I've got love surrounding me. I am healed,
right ending. Kaburu.
I am well, I am well, all is well, all is well. I am well, I am well, all is well.
Okay. So we have a lot of questions. Yes, Rita?
Yes, sir. Nirmala madam would like to unmute.
Yeah. Is GK sir here? Hello, am I audible,
Yes.
sir?
Yes, madam. Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, madam.
Sir, on the night of 18 and 19, I had a terrible attack of pancreas, and the organ inside me started jerking, and I was not able to lie down on the bed for even a single second. And I started doing anapanasati and a few acupuncture points I pressed. And after that, I went to the doctor after a day. The doctor suspected to be pancreatic attack. So now she has told me to go for some blood tests, and given the blood for the tests, and today I will get the reports.
Hi, madam. I want to interrupt. So let the questions be general in nature. Direct anything very specific to your own concern, please directly talk to Dr. GK and his assistants, and will not have any detail of this individual issues. Please do not bring it up. If you have a common questions, let's talk about it. With all due respect, directly talk to him, because neither will be able to give any solution directly like this, and not is appropriate also, right? So please have a conversation directly with him.
So I have given a
I'm
link
going
for that.
through a critical, sir, I'm going through a critical condition. So that is why I asked it. I personalized question so that.
Respect. Call him directly after this thing, but let's not be. No one brings up an individual specific problem here, because you have a conversation with him directly outside. Ask a question which is general in nature, so everybody benefits. That's all I'm saying. Yes.
So can you send his number on the chat box?
It's already given, ma'am.
Given, no?
Please look at it. Please, guys, post the number again. Yes. Thank you.
And I have given the link here, so one can go through that link and you can fill it up, so that every Saturday I'm available. And the WhatsApp number, if you ping, definitely I'll answer after this session. Thank you.
Yes, Meena Jeshar madam.
Hi, this is Meena Jeshar from New Jersey. Dr. GK, sir, that was wonderful. I was spellbound. I mean, the amount of information, we definitely need like a whole day session with you to kind of truly understand fully. But what we got, I was trying to take notes really fast. I couldn't, but I wrote down the name of the book that you mentioned, so we'll check that out. You mentioned about the shoulder and the lower back. What about the thoracic spine, like a middle back?
Yeah, see, as I said, the whole trophic signals of the soul, like I said, there are different spiritual reasons, to stand straight in our life. Like it starts with suffering is due to individual ignorance. It is the first lesson we need to understand. Every suffering is because of the ignorance. And then slowly we move on to you create your own reality. And then after that, we understand the life principles. Materially, we should not crave, and spiritually, we should crave all the time. And whatever that comes out of the nature, that we need to receive. And a little bit above, by the time we reach the thoracic spine, all the give and take principles will start. If you give, you will get. And whatever you give, that you will get. Like that, the whole spine, all these spiritual principles are spread for every 5 to 10 vertebra. So from the Mooladhara to almost up to the cervical point. So these traffic signals of the soul, that book, so that gives the whole spine, it strengthens the spine, the reasons. By the time you reach the thoracic spine, these are all the give and take principles. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
So when the books that you're talking about, Dr. GK, are they available in English now?
Most of the books were in regional language, and some we have already translated in English. And so in the Android app, spiritual tablets, and even in the website also, we kept all those PDFs. what are all that are available in English. Yeah.
If they're available, then
Yeah, the 12 tablets is available. Traffic signals and some of the pocket books. Out of 40 pocket books, there are around 10 to 12 pocket books are available. And we have the PowerPoint slides also. So when you are working with the counselor, so they will give you all the reasons in English or Hindi.
put them in a Google Drive link, and then we can share with people who are interested. Okay, we can share.
Yeah, sure.
It's easy for people who pull it from different places. Okay.
So it would be shared with the WhatsApp group, right? That would be perfect because I was taking picture of the chat, but then if the form is there and we can click on it, that would be perfect.
Yeah, we'll get them. We'll send you a link to all these documents. Whatever that is available in English, we'll share them. Of course, we can also put Telugu ones and leave it in case somebody wants to have that.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So recently, I trained during the lockdown time. I trained the Blessings team from Orissa. Out of that, around 60 masters. They were trained almost for 3 months, and they have gone through the exams also. I keep exams, almost 3 exams they wrote, and I met all of them in Puri. That is in recent 14-15, and there is a certificate ceremony for all of them to work like a spiritual doctors and counselors. So I can give in a nutshell, but it's all just like an MBBS degree. One has to go through it for over a period of time and learn all the reasons and objects, and yeah, that is how it usually will go.
Yes, Jagdish sir.
Good morning, Dr. GK. My name is Jagdish. Thanks a lot, very much, and I was very intensely listening to everything that you were saying. And one of the things what impressed me, struck me mostly when you said you cure tumor by looking at it as a wave. You said everything is a wave, and you look at a tumor as a wave. And I think, particularly after participating in this series of meditations, it has helped me think along. Just like you said, when I look at it, waves. Whenever I feel, often you feel slight pains here and there. And the moment that I suddenly close my eyes and look at it as a wave, and it just mingles and just vanishes away. And I think that's fantastic. And incidentally, I've had a cartilage problem several years ago. And I don't know whether I taught wave or something. It was meditation that helped me. I didn't let any surgeon touch me, though there was a lot of pressure from surgeons to touch my open many. Thank you very much. And I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best.
That's brilliant, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much for your great experience. So initially, of course, the reasons and then the basic cases we used to do. But when I started working with the tumors, then I started digging behind, the reasons and then how to understand it. So definitely, yeah.
Wonderful. Go ahead, Veena.
Yes, sir. We have Vinay ji here.
Hello, doctor. Thank you for sharing your all the past year wisdom experience. So what I wanted to ask was that in India currently we have 60 million diabetic people, and it is expected to touch 100 million. Their South Asian are genetically predisposed towards the diabetic situation. So I have personally experienced that through meditation doing for last so many months, that my 3 months average reading has dropped from 6.7 to 6, which basically is non-diabetic situation. So now that it has arrived, I find that the worry is not there, and the secretion is better probably of the sugar pancreas, where the processing of the sugar happens. So how can we totally get rid of this situation through the spiritual tablets?
Yes, sir. See, usually there are 4 levels. That is what I understood practically when I am working with my gods. So initially, the energy patterns, like the doing meditation and all these basic activity, as you said, it will increase our energy potentials. So that is the second level. So physical level we are seeing here as a pancreas, and above that, that is the energy level, where the energy blocks will be there, and that automatically gives the real disease on the physical body. By observing all these meditations and everything, and using pyramids and everything, that gives us energy. Above that is the mental plane, that is the thought plane, where the thoughts creating the reality. And above the thoughts, that is wisdom plane, that is Vijnanamaya Kosha, we call it as the fourth body. So here, by working on our life principles, our true potential, understanding the purpose of life, and aligning ourselves with the totality in a big picture, where exactly we fit. So understanding all these things, that automatically gives us a smooth waves in the mind, and that automatically whatever the repeated blocks that we are getting on our physical organ, that will be reduced, and almost it will be alleviated completely, and then we are left with a complete healthy body. And especially with the diabetes, as I said earlier, the Manipura chakra, we need to work with our power. That is the fireplace. The fire means burning something. So whenever you are intended to do something, to complete something, you have to complete it by hook or crook. That is where you are totally using your power. So understanding the power, how to utilize the power, especially for the spiritual gains of individual level and the community level, learning all the power lessons, like in the teachings of Don Juan, he says 4 obstacles of a warrior. Initially the fear, after that the clarity or the ego, and then the third thing is power, and fourth one is the laziness. So understanding the power means whatever the spiritual power we get, the power usually we say the thought power, the speech power, the position power, that is what we hold in society, and the time, and then money. All these 5 practical powers. I am not talking about telepathy, aura, televisualization, or teleportation, and all those kind of powers. Just I am limiting myself with these 5 powers, So if you are able to channelize your powers, the thought power, speech power, everything, towards your purpose, to expand your consciousness, whatever the spiritual lessons you hold, in the individual level or the community level, then you will be out of this power, failures. That is the major thing you need to understand. Of course, the catalytic activity, as I said earlier, we may not do the activity completely, like Lord Krishna just sitting in that position, So in the family, in the community, in the friend circle, wherever we hold the social positions, where we need to do a little bit. You can make 39, 40. You may not make 39, 49 or 59, but you can make 39, 40. That little difference automatically changes the whole environment. So this catalytic activity, wherever we are supposed to do, if we are perfectly doing it, then automatically that corrects the Manipuraka, the pancreas part. So like that, there are certain lessons, and the sweetness of life, it comes with completion. Suppose if you have 10 jobs in a day to do, you have to opt for all the 10 jobs, 10 out of 10. Usually people will settle themselves with 7 points or 8 points or something like that, thinking that they are not competent enough. But if you are fighting constantly to reach 10 out of 10, that fighting itself will make you fit with your pancreas in a much better way. Because that completion, madhurya, you are entitled to eat sweet in a meal. If you take, the initial part is rice and chapati, and then curry, and then the sweet. If the sweet is there, it is almost complete, So the madhurya, the completeness in life will come when you opt for 10 out of 10. So reaching the 10 out of 10. So this is how usually one after other, there are around 5 to 6 reasons we apply. And one day they themselves will understand the complete story. They will be above the Manipura chakra. So once they cross this Manipuraka point, then whatever the diabetes part that is there, it will be completely cured. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
So I think that book, if that is already...
Yeah, we have that book in English as well. It is translated into English.
When it reads that, then it will give you those 5 or 6 things that you would perhaps and a behavior be correct, right? A lot of times we are in a family, we are in a key position. We need to give our advice. We need to involve. We cannot just see a problem surface and let it go and say, okay, they will take care of themselves because, and anyway, I don't have good terms. But where we need to fulfill our dharma in a family situation or in an office situation where we hold a position, even though we're not directly responsible, but we are still a technologist, but then we stay away and then not necessarily. So this is, I think there were some of those that he's talking about where we do our duty right, not more, not less. There's a problem. Not more, not less. And this is where meditation helps constantly to say how much I involve, how much I don't involve, right? In many ways. So if you read that, I think there is some interesting points out there in those books to correct ourselves or behaviorally, to not have this recur. But in general, I want to bring back, in general, not to minimize what Dr. GK is doing, anybody's doing, right? The general cure is meditation, general cure is wisdom. The more we read, then of course we are catching any of these somewhere or the other, right? You know that. The more we read, the more we are sort of with assimilating and automatically we are solving many. And the specifics is always great to take and then sort of apply when we are bothered about a specific condition. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Ashok Ahuja.
Good morning, Dr. G.K. sir and Mr. Chandra.
Good morning, sir.
I think I'm very privileged and honored to connect with you in the last 3 days. This is the second time. I have just a general question, being a medical professional, that these facts that you have given today and the video that you shared of Mr. Chauhan on myasthenia gravis, you see, is just amazing and miraculous. And the examples that you have given today also of ulcerative colitis patients getting cured with this kind of meditation. It is just unbelievable for the medical preachers like us, you see, who have been in this field for the last 45 years that I have been practicing. Now, but in 24 years of your experience, sir, I'm sure you must have documented it and these must have been published also, or I'm sure you have a system in place now with so many spiritual counselors and medical practitioners working under you. So I just like to know about that how is the studies being carried out in brief, you know? I know it's not a general topic, but more for our interest in the medical fraternity or so. Because I think this is a high time that we need to document it and put it in the medical journal so that it is spreads all over in the medical field. Dr. G.K. sir.
Thank you very much, sir. So your question is very profound. It gave me a chance for me to request all the doctors over here and to put forth all my thoughts. You know, when I started my journey, initially I told about my first intention, like, you know, the Meditation Health Clinic project for a period of 1.5 years. During that period, it's all documented in the case sheets very clearly. And before and after, we used to take all the investigations, how they are getting cured. And with that, I entered into a 25-bedded rural hospital. So in the rural hospital also, the top floor of it, completely it is allocated for the spiritual kind of healing. And there I took around 280 cases. Those are all very serious cases, like, you know, severe low back pain with which is supposed to go for a laminectomy surgery within few days. And from that level to almost 3rd and 4th stage of cancer cases I used to take. And out of the 280 cases in 2.5 period of time, 80 cases were more than 70 to 80% successful. Even in the knee joint pains and polyarthralgia, ankylosing spondylitis. Even till today, the ankylosing spondylitis patient is very fine with his family and all. Otherwise, he is supposed to go for a bamboo spine. As a medical doctors, we know very clear. And some of the scoliosis, kyphoscoliosis cases. In 2008, by the time I am out of this hospital, I am in a Vizanction again. So I had a call with my guru, and being a medical doctor, I am supposed to go for this documentation, research papers, and you know, presenting all these things in conferences. So that is one major route. And Patri sir, and of course Paul, and even my own intuition said, try to implement those facts in the rural India first. Deliberately, if you start working with the patient God, that I call them as gods, not the patients. Okay, so that will speak one day in a bigger picture. So first work with the people rather than, because already there are so many things invented, so many things are there in paper, but people are just simply not following it. That is what Bhagavad Gita or Bible or whatever they says, So then I started working with rural India in a mass level. So many centers I opened, as you said, the level 1 workshop, level 2 workshop, level 3 workshop. There are 3 levels of workshops to become a super specialist in spiritual tablets wisdom today. The first level will teach around 150 spiritual tablets in 3 to 4 months time, and then second level and then third level. So the structure of the organization with the website and everything, it is very fit. There is no confusion at all to go with any cancer case or whatever the case you bring. And to document it, as you said, in a research manner, I was blessed to go with this master's in public health wisdom. Now I am studying my master's degree at in Sheffield Hallam University. So my dissertation topic also, I took a COVID. So the stress and well-being factors during the COVID before and after meditation. How it is going in spiritual masters, like the masters who are practicing meditation, and the non-meditators. I'm going to present my paper on the 26th in 2021. Maybe that is the first paper for me. And then slowly I want to bring in all these cases into research papers kind of thing. And sooner or later, probably in another 3 years, for all the illnesses, whatever the reasons I am saying about, the spiritual reasons, and how they are going to bring with a proper documentation. And I request all the doctors who are there here to give me, I can work under you, and then definitely we can hit.
I think it would be the other way around, sir. Like, we shall be working under you, and I know we need to do that about that. Thank you so much, sir. It's wonderful.
Thank you, sir. So this is what is happening, sir. Yeah.
Wonderful. I think any amount of help can be taken by him. Time may be right now to document, as you said, Dr. Hoja. Particularly, there's a lot of that in Telugu, right? So I think Dr. GK has got some volunteers doing some translations, but a whole bunch of stuff is there, pretty well concretized in Telugu language. So it's always that thing of what you spend your time towards helping versus documenting. I think this struggle is there constantly to document versus directly go and then teach and help. So that's where he was also caught up. But I'm sure it is time now to do it, and he's looking at. Please do partner with him in whichever way you can.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, Rina. We are going to go longer since there is interest of just doing it. So feel free to be there, friends. Yes.
So now actually I learned how to do that, random control trials and all in a master's in public health. So all the presenting the case studies as well as the RCMs, now I can do very easily because all the 1.5 years, that is what they taught for me. So with a great struggle, I went through all the subjects in public health. So with that master's degree, not by qualification, but I learned it. So that's why probably my latter part of journey, because anyway, my assistants taking care of the basic counselings and all. In fact, I lost interest in doing counselings and all, everything. So it's very hard for me even to teach the level 1 subject also. So I am attending the level 2 and 3. Like suppose if you hold an MRI scan, like a radiologist, you can go through 1,000 options, right? So all the exceptions you must know, rather than the basic things. So similarly, when we listen a history of a patient got, then we need to look so many things. So what are all the exceptions? So all the exceptions I am trying to teach to my senior students. So that is what the teaching part I am attending today. And so that's why really I am interested in, without any doubt, even I want to bring all the wisdom into research papers, whether it is a random control trial or a case study, whatever. The coming 3 years that is the work, in fact, I kept for the spiritual tablets. So with that, it will be like a full stop. And in future, we are going to see the spiritual tablets, medical colleges. That's it. That is what the vision. Yeah.
Yes, Go ahead. When how come I become silent?
Yes, Raghuji is unmuted.
Pranam, namaskar.
Yes, sir. Namaste.
Yeah. Sir, really it is further strengthening my thing. And 2 days before also, one person near Kanyakumari, when I spoken to her, her problem was last 25 years, she was taking the tablet for sleep. And while speaking Islam, she gone to sleep and her husband was very worried. She may be fainted something. But I told her no problem and that. And they are so happy, not only first day, the second day within 15 minutes they slept. So my question is, you are saying to create the energy in the room, are you using the crystals also? And which crystal, which disease, anything like that?
Yeah, sir, these energy gadgets, we advise. So whatever the best they can use, it is up to them. They can Google. There are so many crystals, any healing crystal is okay. We never advise a specific crystal or a specific pyramid. We are very specific with this color therapy. Like the higher colors, we ask them to put all the curtains and bed sheets. And the pyramid, usually all the pyramids, they will be equipped with a good amount of crystals, usually. That is okay, that is enough. But if they are able to keep some energy crystals, additional crystals, it's up to them. I see it as a 5%. Out of 100 is only 5%, all this energy. Because they are not doing good amount of meditation, and there are sometimes the bedridden patients, they are not in a position to take instructions also, especially when we work with severe psychiatric illnesses. They are not in a position to take meditation method and all. So during that period, we go with these energy supports, all the 10, in a number I told, the pyramid, the crystals, the plants, and soft instrumental music. All these things will, if they are in place, within 2 months, clearly the family members and the person who is on the bed, they can see that energy difference. So here, the crystals part, the Google is the best information rather than me, because I never tried any, different types of crystals. Those I was not keen into those kind of details. Yeah.
Thank you. Even I am the India's first Japanese Reiki master and also Western Reiki grandmaster. And a lot of miracles are happening. But after this meditation, now the power is more. It's amazing. And my request is, even I want to learn that level 1, 2, 3 from that thing, so that as an engineer, whatever, even I was the vice president, whatever the happiness I'm getting by healing the people. So that is why I want to continue. And is it by online or personally we have to do?
It's all online, sir. Now, earlier in Andhra and in some parts of North India, we used to do in person, but now we made all those things online. Yeah. Now, yeah.
And another one question, important question. One person was having one patient for the last 6 months. He is taking that lot of medicines and even not even a single percent any relief. He was having that L4, L5. And now,
yes, sir. That's what I told you, sir. That I have given my WhatsApp number and a link to enroll into Acharya Sangatya. That link was there in the chat box. You please forward that link. Let him go through that, and that will automatically take him.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Allow people to heal themselves, Raghuji. Next question.
Dr. Ashutosh Paul.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Please go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Namaskar, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah. I'm happy to have a talk to you directly. I was willing to talk from a long time. I have got some information from our Chandra sir regarding you, but today is the chance to have a talk to you directly. I am a Reiki master since 24 years. I have been practicing Reiki, and I am doing Sai therapy. That is also a kind of Reiki touch therapy since 2012. I'm doing it. And now I have added meditation with Reiki and Sai therapy, and it is working miraculously. Very, the patients are recovering very fast. And I have a question regarding this your spiritual tablets. I'll go into deep to introduce them also in getting cure other persons. So where from I can get on online course, it will be there.
Yes, sir. Currently, one North Indian students batch is going on, and probably from January onwards, I'm going to start one spiritual tablets level 1 in English. So please fill that form, and you can come to the Acharya Sangat session. There, we can give you all the details how you can enroll and how to go this process. Yeah. Every Thursday, we are giving live also for 2 hours through Spiritual Tablets in the YouTube channel. There you can go through the wisdom, different kinds of spiritual tablets, and then some of the illnesses, reasons in detail. Every week we are giving. And apart from that YouTube channel activity, you can go through that level 1 course. Yeah. Thank you.
At what time, sir?
Sir,
It's all convenient time, sir.
please look at the chat. If you don't want to do anything and ask all the questions, holding 150 people here, is it appropriate?
No. Thank
Then
you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Kailaimani Vedratinam.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Three things today. I want to greet the sons of Madhusri Isramagaru. They are pride of our nation, and they are living for the entire community of human beings. Now, one question was asked by S.V. Balasubramaniam Anna. He asked for, is there any cure for degenerative diseases? This bone, what do you call, becoming fibrous or something. I'm so happy there is a possibility proposed with the talk given by Dr. G.K. Anna. So happy about even the green plants add to the curative process. The second important thing is, it seems we can do prayer for, healing prayer for others. That's a new thing. That's what every religion says, you can pray for others. And there is a possibility of the chromotherapy. Water becomes elixir when it is placed in a colored bottle in the sunshine. So happy about. I thank you all. Namaste.
wonderful. Thank you, Apkutu.
Thank you, sir.
Not I understood the prayer part of it. I don't know if GK said you can pray for somebody.
Yeah, it is the prayer part means if you do group meditation, that is what we call it as a prayer. So if all the family members, if they do group meditation in that particular room where the bedridden patients usually stay, the entire room will be charged with the brilliant energy that automatically gives the support. It doesn't mean that we are, asking the universe to heal him, but we create an energy source so that gives him a helping hand to come out of all the illness, whatever. And after that, they can work on themselves. Okay. So that is how we work.
Wonderful.
Up to now, Up to now, the doctors say the cadaver is the God, but now you say the patient is the God. So great.
Yes, sir. Even in our case sheets also we write patient God only. We never say patient. Yeah.
Wonderful. Last question.
MTM.
Sir, thank you, sir, GK, sir, Dr. GK, sir, very much. I want one question is how fasting helps in meditation and body health?
Yeah. See, usually the fasting part, based on the meditation instructions only we advise. It is not everyone's choice. For some people, if it is required, like see, I did fasting almost for 30 days. Deliberately, just I took only the water and 50 grams of fruit in a day. 50 grams means almost one orange, half of the orange in the morning and half of the orange in the evening. Like that I did almost for 1 month time. So during that period, whatever the true potential of the body and different kinds of spiritual experiences and the meditation part, everything was, so at that time I am doing for my own spiritual reasons. But regarding the patients got proper, for some people, if it is really required as a part of their sadhana, definitely we advise them, and that will automatically take away most of the thoughts, and we can work with our true potentials, because the actual sense, the food is not required for the body. There are so many eminent spiritual souls living just like Jasmuhin example is their living example. And we have some of our spiritual masters from the spiritual tablets team too. Literally, she is not taking any food since last 5 years. She lives only with one coffee in the morning. So there are, we don't know, there is an unlimited science behind the soul and body complex. So by going in fasting, especially for some people, whatever the best that is supposed to happen during that period in, increasing their heights of awareness. So during that heights of awareness, they can understand much better about themselves, the reasons behind the illness, and that will automatically take away all the problems. Yeah, we do advise the mauna, the silence practice, as well as the fasting also we advise.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, dear friends. Thank you all for your wonderful engagement. Dr. Ashutosh, and also the person who first asked the questions. Madam, so will ensure that you will get the numbers and the links so that you can go through them. Somebody from our team will reach out to you. I don't remember her name. Remember her name, Vina, who asked the first question?
No, sir.
Right. The links are posted, and the team is definitely very accessible, spiritual tablet team.
Nirmala madam, Nirmala.
Nirmala madam. So the link will be posted. So somebody will make sure that it's Nirmala Agarwal, I suppose, and then we will see that you will have, you can have a conversation with any of the spiritual tablet counselors. Thank you all. Thank you, Dr. GK, for your so much time. What time is it for you now? Is it 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah. It's at 3 o'clock in the morning. I woke up at 1:45.
3 o'clock in the morning. So thank you so much for staying for such a long time and then clearing all the questions. And most certainly we have a path to go from here. And as I've been talking to Dr. GK, so he's always looking for volunteers who can contribute in different languages, because health is basic, and his heart is in reaching out to the common man in healing themselves, because they do not have necessarily enough resources with them. And so that's how he started his work in the rural areas. And he's one person in our family. All of us have been earning. We earned, but then he never cared for that. He was earning a little bit of money as a medical doctor, but then he said no, it doesn't suit him. So he goes about giving these treatments with zero cost. Money is not the barrier. You don't have to go to him for with 50,000 rupees. No money required. So all spiritual counselors help giving free service, and of course we benefit. and then we support the project so that all of them can continue to do the research and then give it to more and more people. So and the project runs that way. So I think it's a great way to understand it. And after working through many doctors, and if you don't have cures, and then come there and then somebody else asks more money, it's always tough. No money here is a spiritual service. And I think any amount of work that we can do towards contributing, if you have any time, any of those of you, some of you said want to volunteer, and we couldn't take your services because we have some roles, limited roles. But those who have some of that extra time, give that to, here's a project, definitely can require translation to popularizing it, to teaching many things. Second, Remit Valley International, same thing. We are looking for volunteers. During the COVID time, we need, there is a definite presence, but those of you can travel to Pyramid Valley, or otherwise they're also looking for volunteers. So we'll pair you up there, but certainly Dr. GK is looking for volunteers for English speaking, particularly, I think, in translating that work and then bringing it more and more mainstream. With that, Vani, have any comment?
Yes. Thank you, GK.
Yeah.
Whatever after 40 days, whatever I always share with you all, it's a practicality, so many things. We both had a great discussion when he is with us in a 6-month period. And whenever my children got sick, something, I used to talk with him. Whatever suggestion I used to get irritated. You are the mother, 100 below 10 years, you are the responsible. You have to think about yourself and correct all those things. I don't feel like talking with him actually, because always he is pointing me like that. I used to think, but that lessons always guide me in a better way and best way. Today with my children health point of view, I am super confident to handle things, and connecting with them also, it's a great connection. Thank you so much once again. It's a great journey for me with my children actually.
Wonderful. Thank you all and have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow back again.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Chandra, for giving me this great opportunity today to share my little wisdom in front of all the Buddha CEOs. And yeah, thank you all. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I start my day with love. Wanna start my day with love. That's what I get more of, is love. I start my